morning, everyone. It's Mish here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. And if you are one of my little crafty friends and kindred spirits, welcome back today. Glad to have you here. And today will be another week in the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. I do have other playlists on my channel, so if you do like this one, you could check out some of my other projects. Today I am working in a book that I picked up a long time ago in the UK, and I wasn't really sure of what the GSM was for the page. I'm thinking that maybe it's greater than, it's not watercolor, so I would say it's around a mixed media. I don't know if it would hold that much water or not. I tried to do a little bit of mixed media for today, just playing around on another piece of paper. And of course, I stained the edges of my book. And unfortunately, I've already taken out some pages, which I should have just left in case I did make some boo-boos. So we'll have to work around those the next few weeks. But let's get started. This is week 18, and the hashtag is hashtag 2025 CWP18. The prompts for this, and this is the Margarete Miller, I think I already said that, is an instrument with keys, which I'm not going to do for this collage, handwriting with from a journal or a letter, patterned washi tape, a piece of striped paper or fabric, an image of a window or arch, and a hole reinforcer. So I have been doing some mixed media stuff, not on my channel, but just in real life. And so I've got all these inks and paints on my desk. So I thought maybe I would just spruce a little bit up today and just do a little bit of blending. I didn't pull up my green blending brush, and which I don't often do in my collage because I kind of keep it just for collage. But anyway, here we go. So I'm just going to use some Rustic Wilderness. I already know my general layout, so I really only need a little bit of color kind of up in this area here and maybe a little bit down kind of here at the bottom. I'm just going to put a little bit. And I'm not going overboard, just a little bit there. And this is just my Distress Oxide. And then I'm going to do some splatters, but I think I'll do that after. So for my images, I have this striped, it is diamond shape, but there's a lot of stripes that run through it in each direction. I also have this piece of striped paper. And then I have this one, which was lines, which again are stripes. And then for my journaling, I just have a piece of journaling to go, kind of thinking maybe a little bit like this. And then my window will go here. And that's pretty much, except for my washi tape. I just wanted something striking, but a little bit plain. So that's where I've got a little bit of distressing at the top and the bottom. I am going to do some splatters, which I think I'll do some before I put my layout down. So for my splatters, I've just got a little bit of paint that I just picked up. I'm just going to put down, this is terracotta, lightly textured acrylic paint, shale green. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water on that. I have a little spray bottle here. And then I'm just going to make that into like an inky consistency. And then I will just do some flicks and try not to get it all over and I'm kind of more interested in the areas that I know are going to be seen, that my collage isn't going to cover. So it's not, I don't have to do it all. And then I have my mason jar full of water. I keep a mason jar because I can put a lid on it and then I don't have a fear I'm gonna pour it all over my desk. Okay, so we've got a few splatters down. Let's move that out of the way. I was thinking I also might have wanted some brown splatters, but we'll go from here. And then, so my first thing that I'm going to get down. Now I could let that dry, but there's not a lot of water on there, so I'm thinking that my paper will adhere fine. If not, then I can just air it a little bit, but there wasn't a lot there. Okay, so I'm just going to get this down. This collage will come out tomorrow, so today is Saturday. My collage is Margarete Miller. I try to get it out on Sunday, I'm trying to say. I'm pretty good with that, but sometimes, you know, you can't get to everything right away. Okay, so I'm thinking that's going to go. I'm just trying to line up here to make it relatively straight. So then I know that's going to go there. And did I want... So I want this over top of that. So I'm kind of thinking I like this a little bit better. That kind of look there. Okay, so then this is going to go down next. And I have been trying to use tape runner. There's no real liquid. There isn't liquid in tape runner. So it would tend to warp my page less than using glues, other mediums. There's some things that you really can't tape. Like it's really hard to tape glossy magazines and stuff. But okay, so then I'm going to get this one down, and I do want this one to go underneath. So we'll put this there. I hope everybody's doing okay. I do think about you guys. I am loving the Facebook page. If anybody's interested in joining our Facebook group, I will leave the details in the description box below. It's a great way for us to share our projects, and I'll tell you, there's some really great stuff over there and great inspiration for sure. Okay, so I'm going to leave a space for my prompt, and I think it'll just go kind of down. Probably down in this. Could have put it underneath there. But, okay, so I'm probably going to put that right about there. Actually, you know, this is just really thin, so I think my prompt will show. So I might just glue that on the back page this week. Okay, so we're going to get this down. This is one of the images from Marta's books, which I'm really enjoying. I was really disappointed though because, and Marta says on her website as well, that the books are intended to be matte finish with a bit of texture. And my first two books they were great. And then I ordered these from Amazon. This, not this one, but the backgrounds. And I was really disappointed. I'm sorry to say. It was just like a glossy magazine. And the finish was just like when I go to the library and print on the color laser printer. It's just like that. And if, you know, that's the case, I can just do some of my own backgrounds and scan them and print them. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to send it back because for the price of it, you know, I just wasn't happy with it. But I received two books at the same time, and I'll keep the other one because of the images and stuff. But for the backgrounds, you know, she said she gave direction to Amazon to make sure that they were you know, printing it properly on the right paper, and unfortunately I didn't get it that way. All right, so this is the background. I might do some more splatters later, but I think I'm going to do some stamping. I do love my stamping. And with my stamping, I'm going to use my go-to coffee rings. And I'm just going to use some frayed burlap to do my... can't get the words out today. My stamping. Okay, and I'm fine with that. So then I often like to pair them up, do like a little double Little double. If you're a Tim Hortons fan, a lot of people like their doubles. Double cream, double sugar. Okay, so I think that looks great. Then I'm thinking I'm just going to want a little bit of text. And I think I'll use this text. And again, I'm just going to use, I was thinking I would use the frayed burlap, but I changed my mind. I think I'm going to use some archival fern green. Let's see what this looks like. No, I don't like that either. I think I'll just use black for the text. It will kind of match the text that's already there. Okay, and oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's looking. So then I want to get my washi tape out. So I went through my stash and I have some things that I thought would go with this. And you could have waited to done your stamping after, but and then you would have stamped on the washi too. I really like this one. So let's use this. And I think it kind of matches the colors because it's kind of muted, which is nice. So I like that with the butterflies. And then I actually have a butterfly washi tape. So I thought that putting a butterfly, up in the corner here, I think would go with our page here. And I'm thinking then just maybe a little, here's a little kind of checkered one, striped, which could be taken as stripes. And I can put that kind of layered up there, like so. And I'm thinking that's my page for this week. I mean, that was short and sweet, but I just love that. So we've got everything that we need. We have our handwriting, our washi tape, a piece of striped paper. So we've got numerous stripes. A window. Oh, what we don't have is a hole reinforcer. I picked these up at, it might have been Staples. I think it was, because they're Avery brand. And one thing you can do with the reinforcers is take your blending brush or even take your finger and just ink the holes so that they match your project. So with this, I just used the vintage photo here and I just colored my reinforcers. And I'm thinking that we'll just get these down. And I do kind of like threes, although if I need to move them over, I think to do three. Like so. I could have put them up top, but I kind of like, try to get them straight. I kind of like, we've got like a little cluster here, we have our focal point, and then a little, you know, your eye kind of goes up across the page. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's all for this week. I will be getting out my collage on Wednesday. And I did receive my new Daphne's Diary, issue number 3. So I'm looking forward to trying to get something up for Friday. Anyways, I do hope you guys stay safe and well. And bye for now.